everybody? Keith Allen here, and as some of you might have heard, CM Punk is signed to the UFC. That's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is Jason David Frank, aka Tommy Oliver, the Green Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, wants to fight him. And I'm on board with that.
I'm on board with that too.
I fully support that. He wants to be CM Punk's first UFC fight. I'm all for it.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be this first one, but it would be fun. It would be fun to see. If they did like a nice little exhibition or something.
Dana White, you signed CM Punk because of his name and the way he left the WWE, and you said, you know what, that name, that's going to get me money. And you know what get you money? If you have a CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger, and you build it just like that. Because guess what? I don't even watch UFC like that, and I watch it when it's on TV. And I play a game of UFC here and there, but I'm not going to go out of my way to order a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But if you did that, you might get me.
If they treat it like it's fun, then it'd be nice. It'd be cool.
Dana White is severely underestimating the fan base that surrounds Jason David.
I think CM Punk does too, though.
I think that would probably make more money as a UFC pay-per-view than a lot of UFC pay-per-views lately.
What they'll probably do with CM Punk is they'll probably have him fight like one of the Ultimate Fighter, somebody like that, and then they'll try to build him up they'll try to build him like that. I mean, how do you think he's going to do?
I think CM Punk is going to bomb.
You think?
I believe he's going to bomb. I might be wrong about this. He might come out of nowhere and surprise me. Brock Lesnar went to UFC, correct? He lost his first fight, and then he won like the next 4, and then lost in the last one.
Yeah.
And you know what? Brock Lesnar was a totally different beast than CM Punk is. Brock Lesnar had national wrestling background. Mm-hmm. He's a monster of a man if you look at him. He had at least the wrestling aspect of that down.
Yeah.
CM Punk is barely a jiu-jitsu expert. He says it himself, he's never been in a fight. He has no previous background in amateur wrestling or, striking or any of that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you have no experience and you're just literally catapulting yourself to UFC, I don't think you're ready for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to be training. I'm sure I'm not just going to throw him in there.
Oh, no. He's already said that his first fight is probably going to be like the middle or the end of 2015.
Yeah, I mean, if he trains hard and works hard at it, I can see how he could do it. I'm not a big CM Punk fan. I mean, I don't really watch wrestling like that anymore. I don't see him contending with that. It isn't even like his frame and everything. It doesn't look like he fits that mold of a UFC fighter.
He's jumping into the middleweight class. That was a class that was dominated by Anderson Silva for so long.
Yeah, it's going to work exactly how they want it to work. It's going to get people's eyes back on UFC.
Yeah, and people are going to watch it to see how CM Punk does.
Exactly.
And
it's going to get all those wrestling fans, all the millions of wrestling and CM Punk fans, they're going to watch it.
Right.
Just to see it. Just like Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar first went there, it was a big spectacle. People wanted to see Brock Lesnar in an actual fight.
And he surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, he did. I'm surprised he lasted that long.
I mean, not only did he last long, he was actually UFC champion.
I know, that's
Which
crazy.
Is the craziest part about that. He actually succeeded at it to an extent. It is unfair that CM Punk just gets thrown there.
Yeah.
And with no experience.
Based on name recognition.
Right. And Jason David Frank does do MMA fighting. He does have prior MMA fighting already. He has 4 fights, and I think he's won all 4 of his fights already.
They've become a rocky relationship. There was an Internet Comic-Con, right? With
them? I think there was a Comic-Con where they were sitting next to each other in a panel or something, and someone asked, can CM Punk beat the Green Ranger?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And CM Punk was like, sure, why not? But I don't think it was anything serious. I think it was just like a friendly challenge.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, go for it, dude. Why not?
Why not?
CM Punk.
But you have to lose.
He loses that. It's not going to help his credibility.
He's going to lose it to a Power Ranger?
You're right.
Tommy's the man.
Yeah, I know that.
Tommy's the man.
I know that. And I'm sure those 4 fights that he's already won, those guys are like, damn, I lost to the Green Power Ranger.
That would be an honor.
Give him a 1-fight contract, and based on his performance, if you liked it, you can continue his contract from there.
Even if it's a one-hitter quitter thing.
Right. I mean, I'm sure Tommy is his real name. I'm sure Jason David Frank would be honored to be there just for that one night. Even if, because it's something he wants to do. It's something he's wanted to do. So even if it's that one night, I'm sure he'll understand why it's that one night.
And fans would love it. It'd be so great.
It's an awesome thing if it happened. Supposedly, he gets to handpick his first opponent.
Oh yeah.
How many people can you really handpick that have less fighting experience?
That's why I figured it would be somebody probably involved in the Ultimate Fighters.
Even those fighters have more fights than him because they got to fight in the series.
Yeah.
So even they would have more fights than CM Punk.
Well, then, you know, I've seen some interviews with CM Punk. It seems like CM Punk has a good mindset to what he's doing. He said he's going to work very hard at it. He's not going in there with the mindset. He even specifically said he's not going in there with the goal of beating Anderson Silva or somebody crazy like that. He knows that he does not have the experience, but he's going to gain it. I wish him luck. It'd be fun. I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan. I am a fan of people trying to broaden their horizons, especially wrestlers like Chris Jericho. How he does, like, you know, he's
Fozzy.
He does bands. He does, you know,
that
other
metal show.
Yeah, he does. He's always on like that metal show. He loves music. And he does podcasts. Like, that's what I like. I like wrestlers that have
Other things
going on.
You know, The Rock, Batista.
Exactly. So, like, I wish him luck. I mean, I was not the biggest wrestling fan of him because I'm not involved in that generation of wrestling.
Right.
That's past me.
I watched a lot of wrestling. I actually like CM Punk as a wrestler. I think as a wrestler, CM Punk's probably up there on my top 10. But other than that, I wish him luck. I'm not taking anything away from CM Punk. But do I think that's, you know, the question earlier was, do I think CM Punk's going to win his first fight or do good in his first fight? I don't think his first fight will be that good. And I think that you should just go for the Jason David Frank fight.
If they do fight, I want Jason David Frank to come in with the golden shield. Down the aisle with the golden shield.
Or his entrance music
With the dagger.
The Green Ranger music.
The dagger. How epic would that be? You hear the dun 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 dun, and he comes in with the gold shield like, where's CM Punk at?
Jason David Frank wants to fight. CM Punk doesn't really say much about it. If you know, when they ask him about it, he's like, yeah, whatever.
He downplays it.
He downplays it. You know, TMZ interviewed him.
He's always like, "Who's the Green Ranger?"
And he's always saying, like, "Who's
this guy?
Who's Jason Frank? I heard he played a Power Ranger. That's pretty cool." So he downplays it a lot. CM Punk it's a good way to start your UFC career.
Yeah.
For Jason David Frank, it's his fight in the UFC that he wants. You know, he wants to fight in the UFC. He's gonna get a fight in the UFC. For Dana White, he's making a bunch of money off that.
Off of us nerds.
Off nerds.
Nerds
and just those names alone. Just to say UFC 190 whatever or 20 whatever, right? CM Punk versus Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger. People are gonna be like the Power Ranger?
Yeah.
There's a Power Ranger UFC? Let me watch that. Let me see what's gonna happen.
We might also inspire other Power Rangers to we have a Power Ranger gang in the UFC.
The whole Power Ranger in the UFC.
Hey, shit! I watch UFC. Like I said, even if this is like a pay, I don't ever pay for pay-per-views, and if they did a pay-per-view on this, I would watch it.
Exactly.
I'd pay the 80, 100, or however much.
Yeah, it's like $80.
It's a ridiculous
for
price.
Like a 2-second fight.
I'd be like, yeah, it's worth it. Like,
but I'm like, it's Jason David Frank versus CM Punk. I'm probably never ever going to see that again.
Exactly.
I'll watch it.
Thing. That's a one-time thing.
Exactly.
That's like watching William Shatner fight like Jean-Luc Picard. It's something you want to see. It's something you want to see.
Yes.
I paid it for it.
I want to see Jason David Frank, CM Punk brawling.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. I support you, Jason David Frank.
Absolutely.
I support you.
Absolutely.
I want you in the UFC. I want you to fight CM Punk. I'm all for it. I'll watch it. I'll pay for it.
And if you do go to the fight, wear the gold shield. Wear it.
He's hoping for that shield.
Oh. Let's do it.
What are you guys' comments on this? What do you guys think about CM Punk and the UFC? And what do you think about CM Punk versus Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger?
What do you think will win?
Jason David Frank. Tell me it's Jason David Frank, guys. And that's it. And we'll see you next time.
Till next time.